Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about my current beauty favorites. I post a lot of beauty photos on my Instagram, and it's not something I really cover as much on my actual blog, so I thought it would be kind of fun to share with you guys some of my current favorites and just let you know how I've been using them and what they're good for and all that kind of stuff. So first up I have this tanning stuff from Tropez. This stuff I discovered when I was at Fashion Weekend with my friends. We had such a fun weekend, and they had all these booths set up at the event center, different vendors and things, and Tropez was there, and they were basically letting you try this stuff for free, and it is amazing. It's basically a tan in a bottle. It's literally instant. You put it on, and it looks like you've spent a week in the sun somewhere, and the best thing about it is it dries really quick, and you can basically put your clothes straight on. It won't come off on your clothes, and you have this instant glow. There's two shades available. There's one that's like light to medium, and the other one is medium to dark. I do have this medium to dark one, and I'm not very tan, obviously, by any means on a normal occasion, but this stuff, even on me, it's not too dark. It looks really natural, and you can kind of build the coverage as well. So if you just put a light layer on, it's really, really beautiful. And it's good if you're, going out one week and you didn't have time to tan all week or use gradual tanner or get a spray tan and you want to have a little glow. This stuff is really, really good. I really like this, and I highly, highly recommend. Next up is a new primer that I've been using. This is the Professional from Benefit, and I had really high hopes for this stuff when I first bought it, and I do like it. It claims to really minimize the appearance of your pores and just give you a really smooth finish, which it does. It when you put it on, your skin feels so velvety and smooth, and it really does minimize the appearance of any fine lines and like if you have bigger pores, especially like around here, like I do. So I really do like this stuff. It's not as magical as I thought it was going to be, I have to say, but I do like it, and it does make putting on your foundation really easy. It just makes it just glide right into your skin. So I do like this. If you want to try this stuff, Smith & Co. in Auckland, I think, are the only place that you can get this in New Zealand. So you can buy it online from them now, or if you live in Auckland or if you're in the North Island, you can pop down one day. I think that is the only place in New Zealand where you can actually go and buy this in a store. Otherwise, you have to find it online. I will link it down in the down bar for you guys if you want to buy this and try it. I do really like this stuff. And next is the foundation that I've been using lately. I go back and forth between just being kind of like a BB cream user and then times when I want like a little bit more coverage. So this one is definitely a full coverage foundation. This is the Stay All Day by Stila. It's really cool because it does come with a concealer in the top. So you can, it's basically the same kind of concealer. So it's not, you wouldn't use it to highlight or anything like that, but if you have blemishes or any spots that you wanted to cover up, I tend to put the concealer underneath and then put the foundation on the top, and for me that works really well, covering up, like I've got some scarring on my chin that I like to cover up, and I really do like this. The coverage lasts all day. It really does stay all day. I apply it one of two ways depending on what I'm going for. If I'm wearing it during the day, I just use a stippling brush and just put like a light layer over the top and then kind of finish it off with a damp beauty blender. If you guys don't have one of these, I also really recommend using these. It makes your foundation look so much better, just really blends it into the skin and makes it look so natural. I love my beauty blender, use it every day, but this also really helps control the coverage that you get out of foundation, I find anyway. So this, if you're going for that heavier look, if you're going out at night, if you're going to be out with your friends and you want your makeup to just stay put all night long, I definitely would skip the brush and just use this sponge, and it helps, for me, it helps me control my coverage a little bit, and I can get it more to how I want it. And I should say that I'm definitely not a makeup artist by any means, so if you guys are out there watching me who are makeup artists and you have better tips and tricks, go ahead and put them in the comments below. This is just what I do and how I put my makeup on, and so I thought it'd be cool to share. But yes, I really love this, and if you don't have one, I recommend. There's a lot of companies that are making them now. This one, I think, is a NARS one. I don't remember. I bought it at Mecca. I'm not really sure. Could be a Stila one, but there's a lot of companies that make these. So try this if you can, and also make sure you use it wet. They don't work if they're dry. Definitely wet is the trick. And the next thing that I've been using that I really quite like as well is by NARS, and it's the creamy concealer, radiant creamy concealer. My color is vanilla, and it's a few shades lighter than my skin tone and then my actual foundation. I don't know if you can tell, but it is quite a bit lighter, but I like it that way because I like to highlight and contour using concealer versus like powders or anything like that. For me, for my skin type, I like a concealer. So I just started using this. I do really like it. It is quite a thicker consistency, so I just make sure to really prep my under eye area first before I use this, make sure I moisturize and stuff before I even put on my primer, just so that this goes on well. And I like to just put it on and blend it in with my finger first, and then I'll go back in with my damp beauty blender and just make sure it's all blended and there's no lines or anything, and everything's just really smooth and blended. Blend, blend, blend. That's what they say, right? Yeah, so I really do like this. It's not, I guess, I wouldn't use it to cover up blemishes or anything like that because it's not even the right color for that. And I also don't really like the consistency for covering a blemish. But under eyes, I love. So then I've been learning a lot lately, makeup tips and tricks. So this is one thing that I started trying as well. And everyone who does makeup is probably laughing at me. But I started now setting my under eye concealer with a translucent powder. This is a NARS translucent powder. It's the translucent crystal. And you can use this all over your face if you want to set your foundation as well. I don't tend to do that. I don't feel like I need to. But I do love this to set my under eye concealer. It does have like reflective light particles in it. I don't know if you can really tell. You probably can't. But it's so pretty and glowy. And I just take a small, this is a blush brush, but I just take a small brush and put a little bit on the brush and then just put it right on top of my concealer under my eye. And I really like it. I don't know if you can tell that it's glowy, but this I love. You can also use it too during the day if you're someone who gets a little bit shiny, like in your T-zone, like I get shiny here, down my nose, and a little bit on my chin. So I really, really like this stuff. Try it if you can. Also, if you are in New Zealand, I don't know if you know this, but Mecca has just had a price reduction, which is so amazing. So these products, which can be a bit luxe, they're definitely not cheap, but they have gone down in price. So if you want to try any of this stuff, I really recommend going into Mecca if you do live in New Zealand. Otherwise, obviously Sephora, and in the States you can just go to the individual stores. But really like this stuff, and if you're looking for something to help set and make your makeup stay, love it. Next favorite, which I have mentioned quite a bit in my Instagram, but I really love this stuff, and I know a lot of people use it. It's kind of a cult favorite, I would say, but it's this bronzer. This is also a NARS product. I'm having like a major moment with NARS. I'm obsessed, everything NARS. But this is the Laguna bronzer by NARS, and I really like this because it's not orangey. It's more of a matte color, I guess. It's not super bronzy. It's just a really, really good contouring color, and you can build the intensity of it, so you can just use it as a light bronzing if you just want to warm up your skin. I do use it as a contour, so I make it a little bit heavier, like in the hollows of my cheeks. I don't know if you can see. But then I also like apply it under my jawline and at my temples and just a little bit down the sides of my nose. And I'm using this brush which is so good. I love it. This is a Sigma brush. It's the F40. It is a contouring brush. It's angled. And these brushes are so soft. They're synthetic, but oh my goodness, they are so soft. And they clean really well. I have cleaned this. I know it's a little dirty at the moment, but really, really like this. It blends really well, and it just feels so nice, so good. You can get these. In New Zealand, I have found a website, which I will link for you below if you want to try out these brushes. I'm just now getting into like all the different types of brushes you can use for different types of makeup application, and so I definitely don't know even a little bit of everything there is to know, but I have tried a few Sigma brushes and I really like these. And the other cool thing about them, well, I don't know if it's cool, but they have a lower price point than a lot of brushes, like especially in comparison to MAC brushes. These are so much more affordable, and I would say that they're just as good. I do have quite a few MAC brushes as well that I love, but these I'm very impressed, and I think New Zealand-wise, they're about $35 a brush for the face brushes, between $30 and $40, whereas MAC ones are like $100 here, some of them. So yeah, if you want to try these Sigma brushes, I will put a link below where I have found them, or you can order them from this New Zealand website, which is really cool. Next up, lip colors. You guys, I have a serious obsession with lip color. I find that I like buy lipsticks just to like, it's like fun for me. I don't know what my problem is, but I have so many lip colors, different formulas, different companies, different uses, whatever. But I just love lippy. I feel like it can change your whole look. So I've been trying so many new ones lately. Just getting them together. So I just wanted to share with you some of my favorites and some of the ones that you've probably seen on my Instagram that I'm wearing so much lately. The first one that I'm wearing now, I got this as a sample. It's so tiny. This is a Stila Color Bomb lipstick, and the color is Vivian. This stuff is so yummy. It is kind of like a glorified chapstick, I want to say. It's like got the consistency of a chapstick, but definitely good color payoff. It's so nice to wear, and it smells like peppermint. So yummy. You guys got to try this. I'm definitely going to go buy the full size of this. I just found it in my little collection the other day, and I was like, realized I'd never tried it before. And I really, really, really like it. I like the color. I feel like it's a good nude-ish color for me. I don't really suit like a very, very naked nude lip. I feel like it just makes my face look funny when you can't see my lips. So I really, really like this color, and I recommend trying these because it's so nice to wear. Like some lipsticks can dry out your lips and you have to apply them all the time. I find that even when this fades a little bit, you can't tell. So you don't have to constantly reapply it and make sure that you don't look ridiculous with just like this line around your lip. So I really love this stuff. Try it. You will love it too. Next, I have, also by Benefit. I don't know if you guys have tried these yet. They've been all over social media, but these are the balms by Benefit. So the tinted balms, like Benefit do these tints, like the Lolly tint, Posy tint, and this one is Cha Cha. So I love this color. I think it's so cute for summer. It's like a corally, orangey, sheer. It's so nice. These also are so nice on the lips. They are like creamy, like almost like a gloss, but in a balm form, and it's so, so nice to wear. This, I guess you could also liken it to like a glorified chapstick. It's so nice. It's not, you don't get a lot of color payoff from these, so it's quite sheer. So what I found is that I have some coral lipsticks that are actual lipsticks that have a little bit more color. They're a little bit more saturated, but this on top is so beautiful. And it just gives it that nice sheen. It's kind of glowy, and I love this stuff. I want to try some of the other colors just because these are so, so nice to wear. And It's a really good daytime thing, too, if you just chuck it in your bag and you don't want to be bothered with wearing lippy all day long and reapplying and whatever else. These give you just a nice little hint of color, but they're super wearable and really easy. You don't even need a mirror to put this on. So if you're on the go and you're someone who just needs something that's easy and just in the bag, love this stuff. Try it. Next color is a Bare Minerals color. Bare Minerals, also really loving them at the moment. They are another brand that is one of the more affordable ones, especially for people in New Zealand, and we have to pay a little bit more for stuff down here. But I really like Bare Minerals. I've tried a few of their products lately, even some of their face stuff I'm really loving, which they weren't one of my go-to brands before, I have to say, but lately I've been trying a few things from them. Tried a primer and some other stuff, and I really quite like them. This is one of their Moxie lipsticks, or no, it's called Moxie. But anyway, this is one of their lipsticks, and it's a really cool kind of lilac-y color. It's like pinkish purple, I want to say. But this is a really nice creamy consistency. Good color payoff on these. I'll swatch it for you so you can see. But it's just kind of purpley lilac. Not pink, really. I wouldn't call it pink. But I really like this too. Really nice to wear. And summery, springy. I feel like it's a good spring color. Like it. These come in heaps of colors as well. So if you want to go in and have a try on. I really like the formula of these. And yeah, good color payoff. And next up, almost last, is my last final lippy. This one is from MAC. This is a creme sheen lip color. The color is called Dare You. Now this is a really deep dark red color, and it is really pretty. I have worn it in several Instagram photos. If you want to see, I'll try to link some photos below so you can see what the color is like on my face, but in comparison to that other color, this one is a lot darker, obviously. It's quite red. These creme sheen lipsticks from MAC are really nice as well. They're very wearable. I'm all about the wearability at the moment. I'm not one of those people that has time to be just like reapplying my lipstick all day long every 5 minutes. So I really like these. Even when they start to fade a little bit, it doesn't. You're not left with like that crazy just outline of your lip and then nothing in the middle. So I do really like this formula. When I wear that color by MAC, I always use a pencil to line my lips first, and I fill in my entire lip before I put the lip color on top. This pencil that I use with it is called Brick, and it is just one of their regular lip pencils. It's not a pro longwear one, I don't think, but it does work really nicely with the lipstick. That far one is the pencil, and that's the lipstick. You can see the lipstick's got a little bit of a shine to it, which I like. I'm not a huge fan of matte lip colors. I find them really hard to wear and just uncomfortable. It's like dries out my lips. I don't like them very much. I have a few and probably won't be purchasing very many more because I just don't wear them, and I have a ridiculous amounts of stuff that I don't wear. So I'm more into the creamy formulas. So that's all of these ones that I've just shown you are quite creamy. And the last thing I wanted to show you was another thing that I got as a sample when I was buying stuff at Benefit. I got this liner, which is having a huge social media kick at the moment as well. This is the push-up liner from Benefit. And it's just a little tiny sample, but I feel like there's quite a lot in there for being a sample. I'm wearing it now, so you can see that it's quite black, and it's a gel formula, so it's very creamy. I guess the bad thing about that is you don't use a brush with this, obviously, and for me, it took me a few times to perfect the application. There was a few times where I ended up looking like a hot mess, but the tip on this is angled. Can you guys see that? It's like angled, and so that bit sticking out is the actual liner. and it's out far too much at the moment. If I tried to put that on my eye right now, it would be a disaster. You really only want just a very tiny bit coming out of the tip of this. But go slowly. If you decide to purchase this and try it, the formula is really good when you get it on and it's very black and it stays on. You literally have to use makeup remover, like a lot of makeup remover, to get this off of your face. So, it does last, and I do like it, but it did take me a bit of practice to get the perfect line going. I tend to do a cat eye. I just like it. A little flick on the end. But yeah, I did have to practice a few times. So if you're going to try this stuff, be ready to practice. Because I had a few fails, let me tell you. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to know any favorites that you guys have at the moment. I'm always keen to try new stuff, and I love getting advice from my girlfriends. There's no better way to get it. So if you guys want to share any stuff that you've been loving, please comment in the down bar below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.